कृष्णवर्णं तिशाकृष्णं साङ्गोपाङ्गास्त्रपार्षदं यज्ञैः सङ्कीर्तनप्रायैर्यजन्ति सुमेधसः अन्तः कृष्णं बहिर्गौरं दर्शिताङ्गादिवैभवम् कलौ सङ्कीर्तनाद्यैस्मः कृष्णचैतन्यमाश्रिता जयतां मथुरा भूमौ श्रीलरूपसनातनौ यौ विलेकयतस्तत्त्वं ज्ञापकौ पुस्तिकामिमां कोऽपि तद्बान्धवो भट्टो दक्षिणद्विजवंशजः वेलिकद्ग्रन्थं लिखिताद्वृद्धवैष्णवैः तस्याद्यं ग्रन्थनालेकं क्रान्तव्युत्क्रान्तखण्डितं पर्यालोच्याथ पर्यायं कृत्वा लिखति जीवकः यः श्रीकृष्णपादाम्भोजा भजनैकाभिलाषवान् तेनैव दृश्यतामेतद् अन्यस्मै शपथोऽर्पितः श्रीमद्भागवतं श्रीमन्मन्त्रदेशिकमीश्वरम् श्रीमद्भागवतार्थानां सन्दर्भं कर्तुमाश्रये अथ नत्वा मन्त्रगुरून् गुरून् भागवतार्थदान् सन्दर्भं वश्मि लेखितुम् यस्य ब्रह्मेति संज्ञां क्वचिदपि निगमे याति चिन्मात्रसत्ता यंसो यस्यांशकैस्वैर्विभवति वशयन्नेव मायां पुमांश्च एकं यस्यैव रूपं विलसति परमव्योम्नि नारायणाख्यम् स श्रीकृष्णो विधत्तां स्वयमिह भगवान् प्रेम तत्पादभाजाम् Hare Krishna. How are you? I am not fine. अतुल प्रभु मोबाइल लेके आए मोबाइल ओ हाँ तत्व संदर्भ का आईडी हाँ यदि इनको कर भी दीजिए इनका नंबर है सुनो आप कर दीजिए इधर आईडी और पासवर्ड दोनों So what is going on? You are learning something from the Vasudev Samadhi? Anything meaningful and anything interesting? What we are learning? Huh? Tell.
Yesterday we saw that Lord is situated in Kaivalya due to Chit Shakti. Yes. And also we saw this Tadapashrayam, the meaning of Tadapashrayam. So Tad means Tasmin.
Okay.
So in the Lord, Maya has taken shelter, but apashram means remotely from
Yes.
far he has taken shelter. But
Yes.
now the Shakti, the Maya Shakti is not in the Swarup of the Lord.
Yes.
If they if Maya Shakti is in the Swarup of the Lord, then Lord will have inferior qualities.
Yes.
So that's why Maya is dependent on the Lord,
Yes.
but she is remotely situated. From far, she is situated,
Yes.
not in the Swarup of the Lord.
Not in the Swarup of the Lord. She is external to the Swarup of the
Yeah,
Lord.
she is external to the Swarup of the Lord.
Yes.
So Lord doesn't take the qualities of the Maya,
Yes.
and also this Maya,
Uh,
we saw that Yaya Samohito Jivo.
yeah.
So this Maya
Uh,
makes the Jiva forget his constitutional position.
yes.
And so that's why this Maya is shameful to come in front of the Lord.
Yes.
She is Bilajja.
Yes.
So, and Maya also knows, and Lord doesn't like his activity, like
Yes.
her activity.
Yes.
So that's why it is Vilajja Mana.
Yeah.
She is described as
Yes.
Vilajja Mana.
Okay. Some others. So after the liberation, so Jiva can become Ishvara or not?
Yeah, he cannot become Yeswara
Why?
because he is controlled by Maya.
Uh,
So there are three things are there: worshipper, worshipped, and the process of worship.
uh,
Since the Lord controls Maya,
uh.
only when by the influence of the Lord, the Jiva's influence from Maya can be liberated. It can be contradicted.
What is the basic inherent change between the Ishvara and the Jiva? Both are Chit, but what is the inherent change? Okay, but how can you say? Yes, you want to say yes. Both are Chit, but what kind of Chit both?
Jivatma, although it is Chit, it can be captivated by Maya,
Ah,
but Sharupa,
ah.
Sharup Shakti cannot be captivated by Maya.
Sharup Sikti, no? Ishvara Chaitanyam.
Ishwar, Ishwar.
Ishvara Chaitanyam cannot be uh, bewildered or
Bewildered.
otherwise captivated by the Maya. But Jiva Chaitanyam can be so captured by the
Captured.
Maya. So this is the change actually. Both are Chit, but the difference is there in that ability of that Chit. There is a difference. And what else? Uh, uh. So Jiva can be liberated from this. So when it does the bhakti. So what is that bhakti? Why bhakti in whom? Bhakti in adokshaja, in the Lord. So why only in the Lord? Why not in any some other one? Because Lord is the controller of the Maya. And that's why, so by that bhakti in the Lord, Jiva can be relieved from the Maya. So that means Lord can relieve the Jiva from the Maya. So that means this Shakti, this Bhakti Shakti is having this such a power. It is going to, it is going to what? It is going to remove the influence of the Maya on the Jiva. So that is the quality of the Bhakti. So that means Bhakti is a product of what then? Bhakti is the product of the Swarupa Shakti. Yes. So this point also we discussed. So that means whatever our philosophy, so our Achintya Veda philosophy is completely we are speaking from this, from the heart of the, that means by deliberating on the heart of Sukadeva Goswami and also Vyasdev Samadhi. From these two only we had the philosophy or Gaudiya Vaishnavism. And Tadevam, so actually yesterday a few questions were asked by the Manjari Mataji was asking. So in connection to Srimad Bhagavatam 1.7.23, you used the expression Anubhavananda Sandoha. Where did this expression came from? So this is from the 11th canto. Can anyone say the number? 11th canto. So that sloka number. So Kaivalya, if you search for the in the 11th canto Kaivalya, so then immediately you will get the sloka number. There the So who is giving? Sridhar Swami is giving the Kaivalya means Anubhavananda Sandoha. So he is glossing the word Kaivalya. Chaitanya Jivan, can you find the reference? Otherwise, you can see in the commentary of 1.7.23. In the commentary, Jiva Goswami's commentary, if you see, there you can find the reference number. Not in Sanskrit, but you see in the English translation. Okay, next question is, in connection to the Srimad Bhagavatam 1.7.6, what does it mean that bhakti is vritti of Sarupa Shakti? What is vritti in this statement? Vritti means function. Vritti means function. So English translation. So it's like various functions, like f of x is equal to y. So by changing the variable x, so f can have the various values. So here is a function actually. Bhakti is a function of Sarupa Shakti. X is the Sarupa Shakti and function is the Bhakti and is giving the some results actually. Next, in connection to the Brahman realization, you mentioned Lesha Matra Bhakti. What does Lesha Matra Bhakti means? So Lesha Matra Bhakti means this is very little. Lesha means little. 11.9.18. So for the first question, Kaivalya word is glossed in 11.9.18 as the Anubhavananda Sandoha. So you can note it. And Lesha Matra Bhakti is necessary. Without the Bhakti, so even the Gnana cannot give the final result. नैष्कर्म्यमप्यच्युतभाववर्जितं न शोभते ज्ञानमलं निरञ्जनं न कुतः पुनः शश्वतभद्रमेश्वरे न चार्पितं कर्म यदप्यकारणम्. So it is said that in Vasudev himself, Narada Muni himself is saying, even this Naishkarmyam Gnanam, that means the Gnanam which is going to remove the Upadis, Niranjana means Stula Sukshma Dehas Upadis. So that Gnanam is also will look proper with bhakti only. Achyuta bhava varjitam na sobhate. So that means without bhakti, no sadhana in this whole creation, no sadhana will give its result. Even karma also cannot give its result without bhakti. Bhakti is necessary. Yeah. Yeah. What Vikas Prabhu?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Yes.
I'm just trying to understand 2-3 statements which you have just said. So one thing we said, Prabhu, that bhakti is the function of Swarup Shakti.
Yeah.
The other just statement said is that without bhakti, even karma cannot be performed.
Yes.
Like
Cannot give the result.
cannot give you the result.
Yes.
So couple of things, Prabhu. The way I'm thinking is that since bhakti is a function of Swarup Shakti, it means Lord himself is doing the bhakti of himself.
Lord is not doing bhakti. Jiva will do the bhakti.
But it is his function, right, Prabhu? Like Swarup
yeah. That bhakti is performed. That means by the devotee, but it is what? It is the Swarupa Shakti only. It is a vritti of the, or otherwise it is the product of the bhakti only, Swarupa Shakti only. Who does this? This is done by the Jivatma. That means Jivatma is making, no, Lord himself gives this bhakti in the heart of the devotee. So when that means this bija actually, it is nothing but the Lord Shakti only is kept inside the heart of the Jivatma.
Okay, Prabhu. Thanks for this one. And the second one, Prabhu, without bhakti,
Yeah.
karma cannot be performed,
Even
or,
also.
or
Even
it will not result.
uh,
So it does, in this sense, karma means a spiritual act, not a material act, right, Prabhu?
no material activity also. Like example, karma means the prescribed karma actually. The prescribed uh, activity in the Vedas is known as karma. So example is some yajna, ashwamedha yajna, or otherwise some rajaswi yajna, or other anything, some yaga. So all these are all the karma. So these activities, they can give the result. So if there is some portion of bhakti is there in that, that
So,
means like, so that's why you will be seeing while performing the karma also some Vishnu's names they take. So that karmis, that means who are doing the performing the karma, we know them as karmi. So while they perform the karma, they will be taking the bhakti also. But how they think? They think that bhakti is a supporting element for the karma. That means bhakti is the process which is also involved in the karma, and they don't think that bhakti as supreme. So they think bhakti as the anga. Anga means the supporting element for the karma to give its result, or otherwise it's a part of the some part involved in the karma. So to complete the karma. So like this, they have the some less bhava for the karma, for the bhakti. So that's why this bhakti is known as Gauni Bhakti. For them, karma is the pradhana and bhakti is the gauna. So that's why it is known as Gauni Bhakti. They don't think that the, so that means they don't relate the, so when they take the Vishnu's name, so in the while doing the karma, so for the first of all cleaning the dravya, so Om Apavitra Pavitra Vasa, so that by that mantra he is taking the holy name. But how he think this karma is there, sorry, this bhakti is there, this holy name is there to purify the dravya. So like this only he will be taking, not understanding that so Narayana is the supreme and he is the supreme personality of Godhead and I am the servant. Not with that mood he is taking. So that's why, so they are thinking as a gauna, so it is known as gauni bhakti. And without bhakti, so no process is going to give result in this whole universe.
so Prabhu, the people who are suppose atheist,
Hmm.
and they function like, for example, they respect to their teachers, they look after their families, they have no belief in this way, so
Hmm.
definitely they are not in a bhakti mode. So how their karmas are getting fructified in material world?
Karma means this Vedic karma, so which is performed in, which is given in the Vedas. And
Yeah, so in Vedas, Prabhu, it would have been given like family maintenance, all those normal activities, because Vedas cover material and spiritual both, right, Prabhu?
yes,
So how would we see that what atheist is doing, how that bhakti is karma then?
bhakti means the prescribed duties, but who is doing that kind of prescribed duties? They are doing all the vikarma actually. Now everything is almost all vikarma, and they will be getting the result of that. That's almost all vikarma only, which is not prescribed, which is going against the nature, which is going to be harmful for all the creatures.
You are completely right, Prabhu, in a very holistic sense. But the question is, say for example, Prabhu,
Yeah.
an atheist is
Mm.
looking after his child, its
Yes.
welfare in terms of feeding him, simple activities, just protecting him, giving him shelter.
Mm.
That's his prescribed duty. Now, just stand alone that activity, how that will be fulfilled without bhakti?
So standalone that activity is not at all a activity. So then what is the discussion of that?
Why, Prabhu? Like we have said that looking after your children is one of the duty of a parent, right? And
Yes.
this is a material work,
Yes.
and this is what father does for a child. So
Yes.
if he is doing that, right, Prabhu, how
Yes.
this is getting fructified? Because pratyaksha we see that the child is taken care of.
Yes.
So
So,
how is this working?
so that's why you'll be seeing in the Prahlad Maharaj prayers, without the Lord's sanction Even the medicine is not going to give the its effect. Even the, what are the different examples? Even that boat will not cross you the river, so will not help in the crossing the river. So like this, he is saying, so whoever are not favored by the Lord, and even the basic activities also will not be successful. So because of their some karma in the previous, so they are getting the result actually now. But that is also, everything is sanctioned by the Lord. Even the medicine is not going to cure the disease if Lord is not going to, yeah, sanction this. What is the sloka number? Can anyone say in the Prahlad Maharaj page? So it's the 7th canto, 9th chapter. The sloka number, I don't
So
know.
Lord grace is always on us, no matter in whatever mode we are.
No, it's not that. Lord is sanctioning based upon the karma, actually, whatever he did in the previously. So based upon his that, so but he is not having any attraction or aversion towards anyone. So he is having only the love towards his devotees. And others case, he just have the some framework, law of karma. So,
बालस्नेह शरणं पितरो नृसिंह नर्तस्य जगदमुदन्वती मज्जतो नहुः तप्तस्य तत्प्रतिविधीर्या इञ्जितैस्तैस्त तावद् विभूतनुभृतं तदुपेक्षितानाम्.
tadupekshitanam. So what is that? So if Lord is neglected, even mother and father is not going to protect that child. If Lord is not caring them, then in that case, in their case, medicine is not going to cure the diseases. And if Lord is not going to care them, so then if tadupekshitanam, that means whomever Lord is leaving, in their case, this is not going to function. So that means Lord's sanction is there. Without the Lord's sanction in this whole world, nothing is going to happen. But why he is sanctioning? So because of his karma, actually, because of his good deeds. So some bad people, they might be getting the good results. It doesn't mean that they are doing good. So that is because of their previous karma, actually. So because of their previous things, actually. So that is the reason, actually. Without Lord's will, nothing is going to happen in this. So, but also he is having his own zone. His own zone is his devotees. And also he is having so his control on everything. So by this some system, that is the law of karma. So like this, he is maintaining everything.
Thanks, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah.
As you said,
What is sloka number?
is 7.9.19.
7.9.19. You can note it and see the translation and purport. Yes.
As we see, even though Brahmavadi, Nirvishesvadi practice bhakti, yeah, how to know, understand somebody is a Mayavadi, Nirvishesvadi, what is a symptom? Because apparently he will so much devotion, so much worshipping the Lord and chanting, prayer, so much things like. But still there may be trace of impersonalism.
Yes.
So how to find out? Because so many people get cheated also. So what is a symptom? We can check this person is whatever you're doing, 99% appears bhakti, but impersonalism is that he's a worshipper of impersonalism. What, just like this person is known by his speech, just like Krishna conscious person known by his speech. So what is the symptom? Because we see in the world so many devotees, in the sense, even the sampradaya may be like also belongs, but impersonalism is there. So how to find out?
In sampradaya people also, you are saying?
Yes.
So that means you are asking how to identify what is the symptom of those devotees who are not fully pure. That is you are asking. What is your exact?
Impersonal tendency, and that means ultimate goal is to merging the Lord, like that. Just like because if it is said, na, even though Brahma realization, Paramatma, one has to do bhakti part is there, and that means bhakti. Without bhakti, no results will. In the sense, Vedic result, Vedic approach, in the sense like that, karma kand, gyan kand, or upasana kand, not fructify. So we see also, we see just like even Mayavadi also, they have a temple, they worship the Lord.
Mhm.
And Brahmavadi also, but they use it as a tool in the
Yes.
sense like that. After they, it's like
Yes.
they become liberated means we and Lord is same.
Yes.
So somebody come in contact with such person,
Yes.
how to know so that he may not get cheated, just like
Yeah.
he's impersonal.
Actually, so impersonal tendencies are there in the society in the various levels. So because of that impersonal tendencies, they are all known as the offenders of the Lord. So whoever is following the impersonalism or the Mayavada, so philosophy, they are all the offenders of the Lord, and they are going to definitely the hell. Actually, they are not going to get any liberation. So by seeing their philosophy, you can understand. So because ultimately they so accept the Lord as temporary only. So like this. So okay. So in connection to the Brahman realization, you mentioned Leshmatra Bhakti. So Mataji asking, so Mataji, in the case of the Brahman realization, what happens? Initially, the first Jivatma is realizing its own Swarupa. That means Swatma Vishaya Gnana. So it is going to get the first about itself. By the doing the Nishkama Karma Yoga, so Jivatma is getting the, so I am soul, I am not body, so I am Chit. That means it is getting the knowledge of the difference between the chit and achit, that is matter. So after that, so he is going to the process of the, that means some meditation to stabilize himself in that knowledge. So and after that, next part is what he will be studying the Upanishads. So Upanishads he will be reading under the direction of the some gnanis, so to know the tat padartha. So from the Upanishad statements, you will be understanding the tat padartha. So now he is already realized his Atma, and he came to know about the Tat as the Chit. So now what is the next point is he has to make the non-difference. He has to see the non-difference between the Tat and the Tat, Tvam. So that means his self, he has to so merge. That means he has to find the non-difference, or otherwise he has to realize the non-difference between himself with the Tat Padartha. So that is possible by the bhakti only. So that is possible by the Lord's sanction only. So it is not possible by the just by the own candidate's endeavor. So here you need the Leshmatra Bhakti. Without bhakti, so that devotee who, that person, sorry, that gnani, so in the previous life or in the previous process, while he was doing the Nishkama Karma Yoga, so he was offering the karma, so with the feeling of leaving the result, not with the feeling of devotion. So that kind of Arop Siddha Bhakti he was doing. So because of this Bhakti Shakti, so he is able to finally get the oneness with the Brahman. This is known as, that means there some portion of Bhakti is necessary. That is known as Leshamatra Bhakti. Understood? Yes. Okay, we'll go to our discussion, today's discussion. तदेवं जीवस्य चिद्रूपत्वेपि यया सम्मोहिता इति मनुता इति च स्वरूपभूतज्ञानशालित्वं व्यनक्ति प्रकाशैकरूपस्य तेजसः स्वपरप्रकाशनशक्तिवत् अज्ञानेन अनावृतं ज्ञानं तेन मुह्यन्ति जन्तवः इति गीताभ्यः. So what is happening here? Now today we are going to prove the Jivatma is the possessor of the Gnana also. Gnanavan, Gnanashali. Gnanashali means Shakti Shali means what? Shakti means energy. Shakti Shali means the person who possesses the Shakti. Gnanam is the knowledge. Gnanashali means the one who possesses the Gnanam. So now Jivatma is what? Is the Gnanam and also Gnanashali. Okay? Gnanavan means Gnanashali. Okay? Is both. That we have to discuss. So he is simultaneously Gnanam and Gnanashali also. How? The word two things are came here. The two phrases. Yaya sammohitaha manuta. These two. In the sloka we are seeing Paropi manute and artham. That means Jiva is superior to the Maya. That means it is Chitrupa. It is Chidrupa. Of course, but Yaya Sammohita. Now it is bewildered by the Maya. Then after that, bewildered by the Maya, then how it is thinking about himself? It is thinking about himself as Trigunatmakam, Atmanam Trigunatmakam. Iti. That means being bewildered by the Maya and thinking himself as the body. These two statements are establishing the possessing of the possessor. That means it is possessing of Gnana. Swarupa Bhuta Gnana Shalitvam Venakti. Prakashaika Tejasaha Swaprakashana Swaprakashana Shaktivat. So it is, so see here, it is thinking itself as body. Means what? It is having the some knowledge or not? It is thinking itself as body means that word itself, that line itself, you should understand that it is possessing the knowledge. So, Yaya Sammohito Jivaha, that means it is bewildered by the Maya. That means its Jiva Swarupa Gnanam is covered by the Maya. Then after that, it is thinking itself as body. So these two are establishing the, that means the quality of possessing the knowledge. Like you see, reverse example you can give. Reverse example. So now this duster is there. So this duster is it will it think about itself as I am duster? Will it think? No. And will it think I have the black color sponge with me? Will it think? No. Huh? In Vrindavan it will think. But not this duster, na. This duster will not think. So that means what? This duster is not having the knowledge actually. So if it is having the knowledge, then it can think. That means I am the duster and I am so and so. So that means, so it is saying, it is proving that this Chit Padartha, this is Chit Padartha, which is the Jivatma, and it is also thinking itself. That means it is having the knowledge. So example is given like this, some Tejaha, that means there is some light. So like you take a lamp, that lamp, what it will do? It will be illuminate itself and also it will illuminate the objects which are surrounding to it. Yes or no? Yes. So that means Swapara Prakashana Shaktivat. So it is having this such a Shakti, so it will illuminate. Similarly, Jivatma is also Chit Rupaha and it can illuminate itself. That means it can know itself. Illuminating means here in the case of Jivatma, what you should know? You should take knowing. Understand? What?
Nature of soul, just like full of chitta. Yeah, soul is chitta.
Chit.
Consciousness, Satchidanand,
Yes.
the knowledge possessing.
Yeah.
But even though material terminology, when we speak,
Uh-huh.
just like I possess mic,
Mike.
that means mic is different
Uh.
and I is different.
Uh.
But in case of soul and Ananda, Gyan is not like that. Gyan is different, soul is different like that.
Yes.
Soul itself is Gyan. Yeah, soul
Yes,
itself
yes.
Ananda.
You are correct.
So, can you please?
Yeah, that is the point only we are saying. So, lamp, it is able to illuminate itself. If you keep a dark room, one pen, it will not illuminate itself. You cannot see that pen. So, but in that dark room, if you have a lamp, then what will happen? This lamp is showing itself, illuminating. Lamp illuminates itself. And also others. Similarly, Jivatma is also Chit. This is what? Jivatma. Jivatma knows. Illuminates means you should change illuminates with itself. Knows. Jivatma knows himself or itself and also knows others. Being Jivatma is Chit. That means it's a Gnana. It is also what? It's knowledge. Like the lamp is also being the Prakasha, and it is having the ability to illuminate others also, illuminate itself also. Similarly, Jivatma is Chit means it is knowledge and having the ability to know himself, means it is having the knowledge, it is having knowledge about itself. It is having knowledge about itself. Means what? It is, therefore it is what? Gnanavan, Gnanashali. Similarly, Jivatma knows others means what? Jivatma knows hands, your body. Jivatma knows body, life air, senses, mind, so and so. All these things it knows. Also, it is having the knowledge about all this. That's why it is Gnanashali. Like how the lamp is itself is a prakasha and is able to illuminate others. Similarly, Jivatma is being the chit, means being the knowledge, and it is having the ability to know others. So that's why it is known as Gnana Shali. Understood? So that's why Agnanena Anavrutam Gnanam. Agnanena Avrutam, sorry. Agnanena Avrutam Gnanam Tena Muhyanti Jantavaha. Agnanena Avrutam Gnanam Tena Muhyanti Jantavaha. So when this knowledge, this is the knowledge, it is covered by the ignorance, then it is not able to know itself and also others properly. So then it will suffer. That kind of Jivatma will suffer. Huh? Jivatma is knowledge. Also is knowledge one simultaneously. Huh? So Jivatma is knowledge and also it is able to know others. So that's why it is also having it is knowing, means it is having the knowledge about himself, and having means is the Gnanavan. Jivatma is Chit. It is the Chit actually. Jivatma is Chit. We said already Jivatma is Chit. Understood? Huh? What is that? What is that? कब आया वो तो छोड़ दो, कॉन्टेक्स्ट में बोलना है, अभी नहीं. इति गीताभ्यः. So even from the Bhagavad Gita, what we are knowing? So Agnanena Avrutam Gnanam Muhyanti Jantavaha. So the knowledge is covered. So in the case of the Jivatma, when knowledge is covered, then this Jivatma will suffer in this material world. So Jivatma is a Chit, means it is knowledge. Chit means what? Knowledge. And being knowledge, and also it is having, that Chit is having the property of knowing itself and knowing others. That means it is having the ability of having the knowledge. That means it is Gnana Shali also simultaneously. Gnanam and also Gnana Shali or the Gnanavan. Understood? Like the Prakasha is simultaneously, so it is itself is a Prakasha and also having the ability to illuminate others and illuminate himself. So similarly, so like this. Any difficulty in understanding? तदेवम् उपादेः एव जीवत्वं तन्नाशस्यैव मोक्षत्वम् इति मतान्तरं परिहृतवान्. So now there is a one philosophy. What is that philosophy? Upadireva jivatvam tannashasyaiva mokshatvam. This philosophy is now defeated in this way. So by this Vyasadev's realization about the Jivatma, so we can understand the philosophy which is saying that Upadi is only the Jiva and the losing that Jiva Upadi is nothing but the liberation. So that philosophy is defeated now. Whose philosophy this is the philosophy of the Advaitins. So Advaitins, what they say, so this is the Brahman, and this Brahman is reflecting on the Antakarana, and on the Antakarana, so this is reflected, or otherwise it is covered, or otherwise it is Abhasa. There are the different philosophies they have. There are more than 100 philosophies are there in the Advaita philosophy. Hundreds of philosophies they have. So if you see the book Siddhanta Lesha Sangraha, so philosophies are captured. Hundreds of they have the branches and sub branches. So they did so many varieties of the philosophies. So initially Sankaracharya gave one thing, and after that their Shishyas. So from this expanded like this. Shakopa Shaka. Like this. Each branch is having the sub branches and many branches. So like this, hundreds of philosophies are there. So anyway, so prominent philosophy only we are discussing. So in the coming section also we are going to discuss about the Advaita philosophy, primary philosophy. So that just will be see how it is not correct. So that is we are going to discuss. Just now for the time being, one sentence only we are seeing here. So what is the definition of Jiva according to them? According to them, Jiva means what? The Upadi. This is what? This is Upadi. What is Upadi here? Antakaranam is the Upadi. And on this Upadi, this is what? What is this? This is Laddu. What is this? Huh? Brahman, huh? Okay. And this is what? Huh? Jivatma. This is what? This is the reflection. Reflection of the Brahman on the Antakarana. Antakarana is what? Is the Upadi. Okay? Antakaranam is the Upadi. So this Brahman is reflecting on the Antakarana. And then this total is known as Jiva. So now what is the moksha? Just destroy the Antakarana, destroy the Upadi. Then what is there? Jiva not becomes. Brahman is only will be there. That is liberation. Yeah. Tapumai understood. He is laughing. is the heart, or it's like Antakarana is internal sense. There is a external and internal. So they are all the upadis, and on this the Brahman is reflected. On the Antakarana, Brahman is reflected. And on the what? Antakarana. That is known as Jiva. That means what is that? What is our philosophy? What is the standard philosophy? It's not only our, it is everyone's. Everyone's philosophy is what? And what is the standard philosophy? Fact. Fact is what? Jivatma itself is Chit. Jivatma itself is Chit. It is not any reflection or any any another thing. It is directly itself is having the existence. It, it is just part and parcel of the Lord. That we are going to see in the future. But what? So at least from the time being, what we should understand, this itself is Chit. And that Chit is just covered by the Maya. And is it having any existence or not? This Chit is having existence or not? Yes. And this reflection is having any real existence or not? This, is it real? Or is it real or not? This is any object is there here or not? This Brahman is reflected. This is what? I don't know. What real? Heck, your reflection is there, and I will feed your reflection food, and you will become happy. Okay? Yes or no? This is just a reflection, means it is not. Is it really originally Chit something? It is no. It is only just a time being. It is reflecting. Brahman is reflecting. But what is the fact actually? Chit is there. Is existing. It is a separate Chit. So Brahman is also Chit. Okay, they also accept. But Jivatma is also Chit. But what is that? What is the standard philosophy? This Chit. So Jivatma Chit and the Ishvara Chit. Two Chits are there. And they have the different nature. They are having the different quality, different characteristic. Yes or no? This is a shelter of the Maya, according to the standard philosophy. So according to the Vasudev, this Chit, this is Ishvara or Purna Purusha Bhagavan. So this is Bhagavan. So Bhagavan Chit is shelter of the Maya. And this Jivatma is also Chit. And what is in the nature? It is in the nature of, yeah, it's a different nature actually. It is being bewildered by the Maya. That kind of nature it is having. So it is subjected to the Maya. So this is the nature. That means there are the two different Chits are there. But according to them, how many Chits are there? Only one, na? Yes or no? Only one Chit only is there. But actually how many are there? Two are there. Two different. That means from the, that is inherently they are different. It's not that the, so moksha is we are getting, then nothing is there. This anyway, if you remove the, so this upadhi is finished, then there will be no reflection. Then or is only Brahman. It's not. This philosophy is not correct or wrong. You tell me. Huh? No, correct not. Correct not. Okay. So this is, so that's why from this, whatever this jiva is the just upadhi of the Brahman, and destruction of the upadhi is the liberation. That is finished. What is the liberation? How the liberation is attained here? So then when this Ishvara, that means this Jivatma is doing the bhajan, bhakti to the Ishvara, then by his mercy, this influence of Maya is removed. And it is having like this only. All the time it is having its own existence. And it is not at all becoming the any Ishvara or nothing. It is there. It is there. But in this case, after the liberation, is there any second item is there? No second item. No merging also. No merging also. There is only one. What? Yeah, Maharaj, you take Maharaj.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. I have a Purva Paksha.
My God.
So in the Bhagavad Gita verse that is quoted here, agyane navritam jnanam. Someone may say
Yeah.
that jnana cannot be covered by ajnana because ajnana is simply the absence,
Yes.
the abhava
Yes.
of jnana, so it cannot have any shakti. It's a non-existence.
Yes.
How can it cover jnana?
Yes. Yeah. So here we say Agnana is just it's not the simply absence of the Gnana. We don't say that that philosophy. It is also Shakti actually. Agnana is also is a Shakti. That means that's why we are seeing from the Vasudev's realization. So apashyat purusham purnam and also mayam cha tada apashrayam. Yaya sammohitaha jivaha. That means the entity which is going to bewilder the jivatma is also realized as the maya actually. Maya means shakti actually. It is, that means in the Vasudev's realization, this Agnanam is nothing but the Maya is realized as the Shakti actually. Maya means it's a Shakti. The general meaning of Maya is Shakti. And he didn't realize this Agnanam as the absence of the Gnana, but it is also one Padartha actually. Padartha means it is having the existence. Like it's not like Ghata Bhava. So absence of pot is the Ghata Bhava. And it's not like that, and it is having the existence. Maybe maybe you can explain.
No, thank you. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Vikas Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu, you get always many doubts. Okay.
I'm full of doubts, Prabhu. so,
Chayatma.
one of the things, Prabhu, like on
Yeah.
this current topic which you just explained,
Yeah.
I have always understood in this way, and
Yeah.
you can correct it
Yes.
or say yes to it that it's fine.
Yes.
I have always understood, Prabhu, the opposites
Mm.
is not two. Opposite is always one.
Yes.
It's just when one is functional, the other doesn't function. So, like, I mean, this we can apply on anything. Like, for example, Devta, God and demon, they both are made from same element, same thing,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm.
the function is different. So when one exists, the other doesn't exist, but they originate from the same source. So knowledge and no knowledge is a function of the knower. When one is one in one function mode, then the other function doesn't exist. But the source is same for both. So for example, when we say, when you see snake, you don't see rope, but when you see rope, you
Don't I
don't.
see? I will be seeing the snake there and also rope too.
No. So Prabhu, you have one object only. You don't have two objects.
But I
You
have two objects.
you have one. Well, so that then the case study will change. We are
Yeah, that's
saying,
why I am taking the case of the two objects are there. Both, that means rope and snake both are there. Tell me now. How will we see one in that? Two.
if you divide them into two, then definitely
It is
you have
there already. I'm not dividing. So in that village, if you come, there is a snake is also there and rope is also there. Then how to see one according to your philosophy? You tell me.
no. You won't see one because you have already said that there are two, right? There is no.
No, no, no. I'm not saying it is there.
No, Prabhu. If it is there, then logic cannot make it one. But I'm what I'm saying is there is not two.
No,
There
no,
is just
that's why
one.
your exam is not fully correct actually. So that means one is the, that means source is only one, but two are there, one functions and another is not. So that is not necessary actually. Maybe sometimes it may be, that's the existence of the ghata. So ghata and the ghata bhava, in that case only one can exist. So in the room at the same time, ghata means pot. So pot and absence of the pot, either of one only can possible in the room. So at one time one only can possible, simultaneously both are not possible. So that kind of functions also are there in the nature. And also you have the, that means rope and the snake both are possible, and the demigods and the demons both are simultaneously possible. They are fighting and they are also getting the blood, and they are cutting their heads and they are getting the pain. And pain is the proof, that means anubhava. Pain is the proof to the existence of the two entities.
So no, no. So that is fine, Prabhu. So how I am saying is, see,
Uh,
devas and devtas, they both come from Bhagwan.
yes, that is I accept, but
So,
I don't accept that either only one will be there. Then how will be the fighting
no,
between
no.
the
So
devatas and demons?
that's fine, Prabhu. First thing what we are establishing is that they both come from same source. So source is same, energy is same. It's
Yes,
just the energy is functioning differently.
yes, energy functions differently.
Energy is functioning differently. That's the thing, Prabhu. And I have always seen, for example,
Hmm.
good and bad, right?
Yes,
Any object, if you take in its singularity, you cannot say it is good and bad at the same time in that moment, in that state.
that's
Either
the
you can
thing.
we can
Every
say good
object is
or
not
bad.
like that. Every object is not like that. Only some functions are the negative functions. If you go and read the functions, even in the material education, there are the F and F universe. That means the function which is exactly inverse to the F. That is also is existence. And also there are the two different F1 and F2. There are the two different functions. So both are possible. It's not that in the whole nature you have the only the negation and the same. No, there are the varieties of the functions are there.
No, I agree to this statement, Prabhu. Like, see here, Jiva, who like us, like when we today we are say materially bound, right? But same us will be free from that ignorance when we are self-realized. So Jiva itself didn't change. It's just the function changed because the state changed.
So Jiva is not changing. That's why. But in their case, Jiva is not at all existing. In their case, they are saying there is no Jiva at all. So that is not correct.
So I
Because
thought,
in the
Prabhu,
Vasudev, he is seeing the two different chit padarthas. One is the superior to the Maya, another is influenced by the Maya. So if there are the two different elements are not there, then how he can say? How he can say?
so this is my question, Prabhu. This is for what I have raised my hand is. Well, the question is, what I am reading, Prabhu, from the wiki is that Advaita is saying that the illusory jiva is the reflection of the Lord, right? So the illusion is the reflection of that jiva within that state. They are not saying that the jiva doesn't exist. They are saying once the jiva gets out of his state of ignorance, he is in his original state. They are not saying merging or other things, right, Prabhu? But they are also saying that the entity is now realized. That's all. The reflection is nothing but the illusion.
So illusion, but they say this Jiva is eternally existing or not.
It will be existing, Prabhu. Where it
But
will
then
go?
you are studying wiki, with that wiki is not right. You have to go and study the proper Advaitin. Then you will understand what is the Advaita philosophy. Yeah.
That, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. So atra yayo sammohitah ityanena tasyaha eva tatra kartrutvam bhagavatah tatrodasinatvam matam. So if you see in this whole scene, who is bewildering the jiva? Shaman Prabhu. Maya is bewildering. And Lord is doing anything in this? He is neutral. Udasinaha. And he is not stopping Maya, or he is not encouraging the Maya. Or otherwise he is not protecting the jiva, or otherwise he is not stopping the jiva to be bewildered. So or he is not allowing, he is not throwing the jiva to be bewildered. He is simply maintaining the neutral position. atra yaya sammohitaha. So ityanena tasyaha eva tatra kartrutvam bhagavatah tatra udasinatvam matam. So from this what we should understand, only the Maya is doing the activity of bewildering the Jiva, not the Ishvara, and Ishvara is neutral. So that's why we are seeing in the future slokas in the second canto, 5th chapter, 13th sloka. Vilajjamanaya yasya sthatumikshapate muya vimohita vikathyante mamahamiti durdiyaha iti. So in this second canto, 5th chapter, it is said that, so since Maya is bewildering the Jivatmas, so for this activity she is so much shameful actually. Oh, I am bewildering the Jiva. So it's not such a great activity. And that's why she is shameful. Vimohita vikathante mama ahamiti durdyaha vilajjamana. Vilajjamanaya yasya sthatum ikshapati amuya. Even she is not able to stand in the sight of in the path where the Lord glances, in the sight of the path of the Lord, so she is not able to even stand.
He said Maya is Bilajamana.
Yes.
So why? Because ultimately she is serving the Lord
Uh,
as well as
uh,
just like she is performing duty.
yeah.
And because Jivatma want to be bewildered, yeah, because he has desire separate
Yes.
to just like Ichhadosh Samuthena Dunda Mohana Bharata.
Yes.
So why matlab Lord she's doing Lord service, thankless job, like we say Maya's job is thankless job. Just
Yes.
like government police beating the citizens
Yes.
and
Because she is a
to ma-
devotee. Maya is also is a devotee of the Lord, and she is so very much. That means her duty is punishing the jiva. So which is which jiva is turning his face away from the Supreme Lord.
Hmm.
So that's why. So she knows every jiva is the servant of the Lord, and but now this jivatma is away from the Lord, is it turned its face away from the Lord. So that's why what he can do, what she can do, she can only so capture that jivatma and keep that jivatma in the ignorance. So that much only she can do, because she is very much worried. Why this jivatma is not serving the Lord, why
so,
this jivatma is not knowing the Lord.
so could then
So
question remains same.
yes.
Why she's shameful? Because of shyness, like nature inbuilt her like
No,
that
no. So that so so king's son, he is doing the wrong thing. So then what will be that punishment? The person who is giving the punishment. So he is following the duty. That means king's son did the wrong thing, and he is following his duty. And also he is thinking that he is a son of the king and my master's son. And what should I do? So that means heart. That means he feels yes or no. No, no, I am just killing. Yes, I am beating. Let me beat. It's not it's my duty. No. Understand? It's like that. Atra vilajjamanaya ityanena idam ayati tasyaha jiva sammohanam karma Sri Bhagavate na rochate iti yadyapi sa swayam janati tadhapi. So from the word vilajjamana, that means from the Shastra we are reading that this Maya is shyful to come in front of the Lord. So from this we should understand that why she is becoming the shyful actually. Does that mean why she is feeling shameful? Huh? What is it? Shameful. She is feeling shame. Huh? She is feeling shame. So why she is feeling shame? The reason we are trying to find, the reason is Lord doesn't want so Jiva's being bewildered, but she is doing that. So for this purpose, that means her master is not wanting, but she is doing. So for that, so she is very much feeling shame. Wait. If you hear everything, then your questions will be out. Tasyaha jiva sammohanam karma bhagavate na rochate. That means Lord doesn't like it. Lord doesn't like it. Doesn't want means doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. Liking is different and the rule is rule. Rules are there and liking and disliking is there. Both are different. You cannot equate the rules and the liking same. No. So you may like it or may not like it. Coming every day Mangalarati. You may not like it, but it is a rule. You should come only. Yes or no? And so coming to the class, you may not like it, but it is a rule. You should come only. So that's why liking and not liking. I also don't like to come to the class, but I should come. Similarly, Lord is also doesn't like Jivatma not to be bewildered by the Maya, but Jivatma has to be bewildered by the Maya because that Jivatma is away from the Lord. So that's why liking and so rule you should not equate. So tasyaha jiva sammohanam karma Sri Bhagavate na rochate. Na rochate means it's not, he doesn't like. Iti yadyapi sa swayam janati. Even she knows this herself. Tathapi, but still, what should we do? Bhayam ditya biniveshitasyat ishadapetasya viparyayo smritihi tanmaya bhajetam. What is the pura sloka? भयं द्वितीया विनिवेशितस्यादीशादपेतस्य विपर्यो स्मृतिः तन्माययातो बुध आभजेत्तं भक्त्यैकेशं गुरुदेवतात्मा. So this is a sloka, foundational sloka, which is iti disha jivanam anadi bhagavad gnana maya vaimukyam asahamana swarupavarnam aswarupavesham cha karoti. So if you see the meaning of this sloka, you'll understand what is the process of the, that means bewildering the jiva. 11 to 37. So initially, what is the first step? You should start, if you give the meaning, if you want to give the meaning of this sloka, Ishad apetasya. You should take first Ishad apetasya. That means Jivatma is turning away his face from the Lord. That means Jiva is Vimukha. What we say? Apeta means Vimukhatvam. Jiva is Vimukha. That means what? Jivatma is having the absence of Bhagavad Gnanam. What is the meaning of Vimukhata? Vimukhata means absence of Bhagavad Gnanam. Bhagavad Gnana Sansarga Bhavaha. That means it is having absence. From when? When onwards it is having like this? Anadi Kalataha. Anadi. Beginningless. Huh? Bhagavad Gnana Sansarga Bhava. That I will explain later. Okay, you will take absence of Bhagavad Gnana. Then topic will be differently. It will turn. So, Ishadapetasya, that means Jiva is Vimukha from the Lord. Then after that, what will happen in the second step? This is the first. In the second step, then Asmritihi. In the second step, what will happen? So Maya will capture. Maya will capture and it capture Jiva. Maya will capture Jiva and covers Swarupa Gnanam. Swarupa Gnanam of Jiva. Swarupa Gnanam it will covers. That means already we know, na? We came to know that Jivatma is also Chit. That means it is a Gnanam and Gnanavan. So that next, after that, Viparyayaha. So, Ishadapetasya Viparyayo Smritihi. Viparyayaha. Next, what is going? This Maya, what it will do in the third step? Maya gives opposite knowledge. What is that opposite knowledge? Atmanam Trigunatmakam. I am body made of three gunas. It will think like that. Then what will happen in the fourth step? In the fourth step, Dvitiya Abhiniveshitaha. Dvitiya Abhiniveshaha. Dvitiya Abhiniveshita. Niveshitaha. Abhinivesha. That means entering into the dualities. It will enter into the dualities. So after entering into the dualities, what will happen? That means dualities means what? Sukham, Dukkham, Ichha, Dvesha, Raga, Dvesha, Jaya, Apajaya, Labha, Labho, like this. It will enter into all these. Jivatma will enter into this. Then what will happen in the fifth? Bhayam. By entering into the dualities, what it will get? Jiva will get the bhaya. It will keep on fearing. Bhaya, fear. Okay. So in this way, that means whom, now you see, Maya is capturing what kind of Jivatmas? Is it capturing everyone? No. It is capturing the Jivas which are Vimukha from the Ishvara, not the every Jivatma. Huh? Huh? Not, no. Jivatma, whoever is Vimukha to the Ishvara, so it is capturing, Maya is capturing only those Jivatmas. This sloka may not say, but if it is capturing only the Vimukha, and Vimukha word is also having the Sanmukha, opposite word. That means there is a definitely possibility of the another Jivas which are Sanmukha. Understand? Huh? Yeah. So the Jivas, whoever is a Sanmukha, so it doesn't matter whether it is from the immemorial, time immemorial, or in the, after that means in the process, initially they are Vimukha, and after that, so somehow they came into the contact of the, that means knowledge of the Bhagavan, so they became Sanmukha, then she left. Anything is possible. But the possibility of the Sanmukhata is there, that I am saying. So that means definitely it is not going to capture those and those Jivatmas, and it is going to capture the only the Jivatmas which are Vimukha. So, iti disha jivanam anadi bhagavad gnana. Anadi bhagavad gnana. Bhagavad gnana maya vaimukhyam asahmana. This Maya, why she is capturing those Jivatmas? Because she is not able to bear the Vimukata of the Jivatma from the Lord. Asahamana. So that's what is doing. Swarupa Avarana. Swarupa Avaranam. Asmriti means Swarupa Avaranam of the Jivatma. And next what? Aswarupa Aveshamcha. That means it is Viparyayaha. That means it is giving the opposite knowledge. So it is, she is doing like this. Yes. Jai Gopinath Prabhu.
No, Prabhu.
Pranam.
So you said about the quality of Jiva,
Yes.
Jnana and Jnanavan.
Yes.
So when the Jiva is Jnanam himself, then how this Maya covers him, because he can illuminate himself.
Yeah.
So, then how the Maya covers him if he
Yeah.
has that quality to illuminate himself?
Yes, Prabhu. So, like you see, if the like the sun is there, you cannot cover the strength of the sun or the light coming from the sun by some a pot. You take some black pot, mud pot, and you cannot
Mhm.
cover. But you can cover using the mud pot one small lamp. Yes or no? You can
Yes.
just to keep that pot on the small lamp, so then you will not be having any prakasha from that. So, but this same pot cannot cover the prakasha which is coming from the sun. So that means the gnana shakti of the jivatma is such a way it can be affected by the, or it can be covered by the
Okay.
maya. But Lord is, that means every gnana shakti is covered by the maya. I'm not saying, but jiva's
Mhm.
gnana shakti is very inferior actually compared to the Lord's gnana shakti. That's why.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. Akinchan Prabhu. माइक पास करिए थोड़ा.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. The
Yes.
same question in a different way. First, you explained that the jiva knows about itself. It possesses jnanavan.
Yes.
Then, when you are explaining about the umukha, you told the jiva forgets about the Lord because about the bhagatvam of the Lord, it is absence of bhagatvam, something like that. It told.
Can you speak clearly,
So
loudly and clearly?
jiva is jnanavan.
Yes.
It possesses knowledge about himself,
Yes.
itself.
Yes. And also others.
Also others.
Yes.
But when we are going to explain here about the Iswara, Vimukha, it stands, it faces from the Lord.
Yes.
It has the absence of knowledge about the Lord.
Yes.
Something like that. It
Yes. Yes.
So it means it possesses knowledge about itself.
Yes.
Then does not possess knowledge about the Lord.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
That
Bhagavad Gnana, absence of Bhagavad Gnana.
Correct.
Vimukata means absence of Bhagavad Gnana.
But presence of its own, about itself.
Yes.
That is the reason it turns his face.
Yes. Yes.
Otherwise, it will not turn his face.
Yes. Yes. That is it.
Listen with this only, that absence of.
But when it happened, is there any day or any time can you fix? That means it is beginningless. That means it is completely out of from our mental frame. That means our mental frame always, our sentences, if you take, every sentence is having the two parameters. That means time and place. I am going, I am eating, I ate prasadam. That means with reference to the time only we speak any sentence. Yes or no? And this phenomena is belonging to it is the beyond the, that means beginningless. There is no time at all. That means you cannot say that means in this particular instant it happened. No, it's a beginningless. So that's why it is a wasting of time only thinking on this. And jiva fall down from here or this or that, it's a wasting of time. It's just it is the beginningless, and it is completely is different from the phenomena of the, so saying that this instant it happened like this. No. So better is what? So chant Hare Krishna and go back Godhead.
So
yeah.
Jiva is a knowledge of God, just like absence of Bhagavad Gyanam.
Yeah.
Jiva has a Bhagavad Gyanam knowledge.
No, it is not having.
Because inbuilt Jiva is Chit, means that is there. But because the Bimukha.
No, you are not accepting the statement. How we can accept your statement?
What I'm not accepting?
Statement what Jiva Goswami is saying. He's saying that Bhagavad Gnana Vaimukyam Asahamana. That means it is having the absence of the Bhagavad Gnanam. It is having absence of Bhagavad Gnanam.
Jiva inbuilt there, Bhagavad Jnana knowledge that is built because, but it is covered then because covered by Maya. That is not.
Then it will cover Maya. Maya will cover later. Otherwise, if you say Maya is covering, then Then how can you say that means Krishna can protect that Jivatma? See, the phenomena, that's why you leave your old concept. And here you see, take this. That means what is said? So from the time immemorial, that means the Jivatma is having the Vimukata. Because of the Vimukata. That means Vimukata means how it is defined? Bhagavat Gnana Sansarga Bhavaha. In the Bhakti Sandarbha, you'll be seeing in the first or second Anucheda. So it is clearly written in the Bhakti Sandarbha. Okay. So because of this absence of the knowledge about the Supreme Lord, so that's why, so like so this Jiva, this is not able to bearable. It is not bearable to the Maya. This kind of Vimukata. So then what it will do? The Maya, it will take this Jivatma and she will first cover the Swarupa Gnanam of that Jivatma, and also it gives the Viparya Gnana. And now when this Jivatma is coming to know about the Bhagavan, immediately she will leave. I don't want. I cannot influence this Jivatma. She will immediately, that's what Lord is saying, Daivi Hesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratyaya Mameva ye prapadyante Maya metam tarantite. What is the factor? That means whom the Maya is living, who is crossing the Maya? Mameva ye prapadyante, whoever is surrendering to me. That means what? What is the factor? Why the Jivatma, why the Maya is capturing Jivatma? Because that Jivatma is not knowing about the, or not understanding about the Bhagavan. This is the reason. So that's why that is the first step. You should take what? First step, what you should take? That Jivatma is not having the Bhagavad Gnanam. That you should take. Then after that, Maya is capturing. Otherwise, you cannot justify even the Daivi Hesha Gunamayi. You're understanding? Not, you didn't get it.
Jiva is knowledge, chit.
Okay, we have finished the time. So we'll discuss after the class. Thank you very much, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Mahaseva Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, from this explanation, it looks that in the Abhideya process, then gaining the knowledge is most important. But we know.
Oh, giving the knowledge, Bhagavad Gnanam and Bhakti have no difference.
Yes, yes.
Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojitah Janayatyasu Vairagyam Gnanam cha Yadahaitukam. Without Bhakti, Gnana will not come.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.